we're going to go over the word of the week. So this is a graphic organizer that you're going to use in order to record and interact with new vocabulary words. One of the big parts of Writer's Workshop is vocabulary acquisition and vocabulary development. So we're going to be learning a lot of brand new words that I'm sure you've never heard before that you're going to be able to remember and use in conversation and use in your projects this year and next year at the high school too. So taking a look at the graphic organizer, you are going to be completing one of these tasks every single day to familiarize yourself with the words. So Mondays, my virtual learners will log on to the word of the week and click on that button, and the word will be posted and the definition and the part of speech will be posted there. If you're in person on Monday, then the word is on our whiteboard and you'll be able to record it from there. So Monday's task is for you to open the graphic organizer and record the word, its definition, and its part of speech. So for the model, this one here, our first word is acquisitive. It's able to get and keep information to use later on. And it's an adjective, which is a descriptive word. So that means someone can be acquisitive. They are able to remember information they've learned and apply it. So some professions that might need to be acquisitive would be doctors, teachers, surgeons, people who are working in construction and doing architecture. These are all people that need to be able to apply information that they've learned. So we'll talk about the word on Monday and we'll record its definition and part of speech. We'll save the graphic organizer, and then the next day, Tuesday, you'll open it up and you'll complete the Tuesday task. So Tuesday's task is crafting meaning. So for this box, you are going to be crafting a sentence that uses the vocabulary word, but that also has context clues that hint toward the meaning of the word. So I wouldn't want to write a sentence that just said something like, doctors are acquisitive. That could mean a lot of different things. Doctors are hungry, doctors are tall, right? We want to use words that hint towards the definition around the word in the sentence. So for example here, I put teachers need to be acquisitive so that they can share information with their students. If they forget what they were teaching, they would not be very good at their jobs, right? You don't want someone standing up there and totally forgets what's going on. That would not be a helpful teacher to you. So teachers need to be acquisitive. Notice how I use context clues in that sentence to help hint at the definition of the word. Wednesdays, we're doing a personal relevance. So for personal relevance, you're making a personal connection to the word. That means you're thinking about what do you associate with this word. So for example, acquisitive, you could think of an acquisitive character that you like from a book series or a TV series or a movie. You could think of a time when you yourself were super acquisitive and you remembered something and you applied it and it worked really well. So you could also think of a memory that you have where someone was acquisitive and it worked out really well. So I put here, when I was doing a competition with Hometown Hero, I was able to remember facts about history to win with my team. I was acquisitive. So you want to make sure that you're using your word every day in these boxes. So I created a personal connection there and I have my vocabulary word used. So then I would save it, and Thursday, you open up the graphic organizer and there's another task with a word. So Thursday is word-to-word connections. So here you're going to be coming up with a synonym, a word that means the same thing, and an antonym, a word that has the opposite definition, the opposite meaning. So for this box, if you want to, you can use resources such as a thesaurus app. A thesaurus is a book that has multiple different same word listings to help you when you're writing. So if you want to download a thesaurus app, you can certainly use that on Thursdays, or you can just think of and come up with your own synonym, antonym. So synonym, a word that means the same thing, could be like knowledge hungry. An antonym, a word that means the opposite, would be for this one, forgetful, someone who's forgetful. So you'll record that and you'll save it. And then the last day of the week, Friday, You'll open up your graphic organizer and you are going to illustrate the context. So you are going to think of it as like creating a comic book box where you're illustrating a scene, something that's happening that demonstrates the meaning of the word. So here I have a scientist that has two beakers full of chemicals, and he's about to combine them. And then I have Acquisitive Alan. I made a character, Acquisitive Alan, who's saying, wait a minute, I know that if we combine these two chemicals, there's going to be a terrible reaction. And so he stops the scientists from the terrible mistake. So Acquisitive Alan is applying his knowledge of chemistry to save the day. So that's just kind of like an illustration I created that demonstrates the meaning of the word. So you're going to illustrate any scene that you want. It could be real, it could be imagined, that shows the definition of the word. So every Monday you'll get a new word, and then throughout the week you'll be having these interactions with the words, and then you'll turn this graphic organizer in every week on Friday before 3:30 p.m. for credit. We are going to be integrating these words into different projects, so it would be helpful for you to have all of your Word of the Week graphic organizers saved into a folder on Canvas. That way you can access them quickly. If you have any questions about Word of the Week, feel free to email me at abetts@efsd.net, and I will be there to answer your questions and help you with Word of the Week. See you later.